We are right now, ladies and gentlemen, you notice this is sugarcane plantation. The sugarcane was thank you, was one of the products introduced in the island by the Spanish. Higher? Yeah, okay. The sugarcane products, was introduced by the Spanish on the second trip of Christopher Columbus. In 1493, when Columbus came for the second time, they introduced the sugarcane in the island. And immediately turns into the principal economical activity for these people here. Sugarcane was managed mainly, by the Spanish at that time. Later we became independent and we get our own country and we work in the sugarcane industry. Sugarcane represents the #1 crop of the agriculture in the Dominican Republic. How do we work on it? Sugarcane we harvest once a year. There is a season that lasts about 7 months where we cut the sugarcane, starting from December, goes December to July. July, August, around that time, we cut all the sugarcane fields that we have in the country. This is just a little farm that belongs to one of the farmers of the area, but some other belongs to big corporations. And the corporations have huge plantations. One of those has 27,000 acres planted of just sugarcane. It's one of the farms. How do we harvest? About 80% is done by hands. And 15% more or less is done by machine. Why is that? It's because you can reproduce the sugarcane from the same roots over and over when you do it by hands. If you do it by machine, then you're gonna have to replant after you cut it, because the machines damage the roots, damage the soil, destroy the soil and everything, and then it's not good enough nutrients to regrow back without a problem. If you do it by hands, you can regrow the same roots over and over for about 12 to 15 years.
Oh, wow.
So that's why it's a lot better to do it by hands. Besides that, provide also hand labor, more people can work and make some money. The payment is not the best. This is a kind of, easy job, that means just cut and leave it there and they pile it up and pick it up later. Long ago was a lot better payment than the way it is now. So most of the people that work in there, it is people that have no education, that have nothing else to do, that the only thing that you can do or the only thing you find, and if you don't have a job or something, you go and apply for a job cutting sugarcane, because that's the way it is. The other one that require more knowledge from you, it's a little bit different. When we cut the cane, we get the stalk, only the stalk, and the rest of the things we leave it on there to keep the land moisture, and provide nutrients, to keep the nutrients to regrow again from the same roots. The stalk, we take it to the sugar factory, and over there we process to turn it into the different products: sugar, molasses, rum, fuel, and paper. Mainly those are the products that we get from the sugarcane. There are other products that we get from it, but mainly those products. Straight ahead of us we see a piece of machine, a piece of wood, prepare and arrange to mill the cane and obtain the juice to use it for the different products. What you see in there is what we call trapiche. Trapiche was a type of machine introduced by the Spanish in 1500 when they started to industrialize the sugar in the island. On that time, they still they had the whole island. Okay, they possessed the whole island. 1500, 1600, all that time, Spanish were the only government in the Hispaniola island. Later on, after that, was when the French came over and they split it into 2 countries. But in principle, the Spanish were the one that governed everything. Following down to there, we're going to see the way that they move the rolls, to get the sugarcane turned